show going, man.
Hurry up, hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Hurry up!
Come on now. We're going to have action soon. Right here. It ain't going nowhere. Well, yeah, you got some technique, but you ain't show me that this summer. Hey, right on time.
Ball at the 5, 3rd down and 2.
That was bad.
Let's go have some fun, bro.
They're obviously watching the game today.
He wasn't playing the ball.
It's holding!
Cliff. The cliff.
How is that not called?
That ain't going to call a damn thing.
What is the delay for? He's standing right there.
He's taking a card out. He's a piece of paper.
It's that close? Dear Lord.
Hello and welcome. We are the Aussie guys and it is NFL kickoff. G, how are you?
Well, mate, really well. It would have been better. It started off as a nice sunny day and it ended up like crap.
Oh, talk
It's a
about...
bit of a down. And then the weekend's been good all week while you're at work, and then the weekend comes around, boom, it's going to suck.
Talk about 4 seasons in one day. It was crazy today.
We're going to get hailed tonight. It's just,
Are we?
Yeah. It's just we got another cold snap coming our way, so...
We had sun, we had rain. It was ridiculous. But we also had...
A game of... Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Sort of.
Green
Sort
Bay
of a game of
Packers at the Chicago Bears. And I was thinking about...
Soldier Field.
Yes, and I was thinking about it before kickoff, thinking, now the Bears need to win... Actually, I tipped the Bears. I won't do that again. The Bears need to win this to have a chance in the division because they're going to have a return visit to Lambeau, and that's going to be tough, always, right? So you want to start the season on a positive note. You've got a defense that's rocking. You've got elements in your offense you're excited about. You've got Tariq Cohen. You've got David Montgomery. He looked good. You've got A-Rob. He looked great.
Great catches. Great set of hands. And look, I'm not the biggest fan. And Chris, who will testify to the fact that we just did our redraft mock on the weekend, didn't we?
Yes.
No, mock. Our redraft league, our
Draft.
Our original. And I think partway through was about round 5 or so, my computer crashed. So by the time, and you disappeared to get whatever you were doing.
Coffee.
Saying, stop the draft, stop the draft, stop the draft. My computer's crashed. By the time I came back on, I had picked up Allen Robinson. And look, I'm not a fan of Allen Robinson. I've never owned him. I don't want to own him. And I do now. Because
Did you start him?
I did start him
Good.
today. Yeah.
Good.
But, mate, the curse language that I used was, the profanities were terrible. I was cursing you for not stopping the draft. Chris said there was, all you saw for one moment was my... 1 minute you see me, then the phone flips up in the air because I'm throwing the phone. And but anyway, it all worked out pretty well for me today.
Good. Yeah, it did. It certainly did. And
we run that through the NFL site, don't we?
We do.
That league. So, and we didn't take on, they have now, which a lot of leagues have done now, they've gone total PPR.
Yes.
And we haven't done that this year.
No.
Standard scoring. PPR would look nice on my 7.5 points today would have been very nice.
Would have been very nice.
Because we got to start 3 wide receivers. We start 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, tight end, and a flex.
Yes.
So our rosters are our defense kicker, quarterback, obviously. Yeah, so our rosters are pretty deep. So Allen Robinson is my flex. He's my number 4 wide receiver. So to come away with the 100 yards today in the league, we got to start 3 and a flex.
Yes.
I was very happy with Allen Robinson today. But if anybody in our league that still wants him, he will be available.
I bet. And probably for a pretty penny.
Yeah, well, yes, he'd be going a little bit more expensive than he was like 24 hours ago.
I imagine so. Hey, listen, we shouldn't neglect Drinks of the Pod.
Drinks of the Pod, yes.
Now, what have you got for us, G?
Well, I have no idea. Kosciuszko.
I can hold this up to the
Pale
camera, you
ale?
see. The Spirit of Kosciuszko. Where is it from?
I have absolutely... Oh, it's here.
Kosciuszko. There we go. Spirit of Kosciuszko. And yours is the...
Well, look, while I was overseas riding in Austria, really got stuck into the Radlers.
Oh.
Like, Radlers are pretty big. Everybody still looks at you like weird when you're a guy and you order a Radler. But that's
Okay.
fine. I don't mind. Because I'm not much of a beer guy, so it sort of takes the edge off the beer.
Okay. It
But I
says
tell you
beer
that-
on it there.
It does. But it's, like the lemon flavoured beer.
Oh, okay. Right. Interesting.
We probably call it, no.
Lolly
Like some
water?
of them put like lemonade in there.
Oh, you're
So
kidding.
that made it like a shanty. But I can tell you there's nothing better when you ride down a mountain. Some of the runs that we did there's one that was like 7Ks long.
That's decent.
That is, we're starting from 2 kilometres up above sea level.
Wow.
So I can tell you on a hot day and you got all your gear on, by the time you get halfway down, they've got like, just like if you go skiing, they have like areas you can stop and have a drink. And they're open in summer, obviously, but because they use the ski runs for mountain biking, for downhill. Mate, nothing better when you're sweating you are hot than down in a cold one halfway down.
Lovely.
That was great. So just to keep up with the with what I was doing overseas, I threw it in there and I thought, mate, I'm going to grab the old Radler.
Very nice. Well, listen.
Just to take me back to
Cheers.
3 weeks ago. Cheers.
NFL kickoff and to a new season of the pod. New regular season of the pod.
No, it's not. That's not good.
It's not good. This is quite nice.
No, it's not. It's not sweet enough.
Oh, it's not not sweet enough. You're very predictable. So
I was actually going to do. See, it's the 100th season.
Yes.
Of the NFL,
Yes.
not the 100th anniversary. It's the 100th season.
correct.
I thought, well, we should look back in because this is going to be one of those years they look back and over the past 100 years.
I imagine so.
So I was looking for. I'm going to go back and get the drinks that we used to have, like when we were started drinking.
Right.
You know, like the Island Coolers, West Coast Cooler. What else was around when we were drinking?
Oh, I thought you were going to go back 100 years. Get drinks from 100 years ago.
No. No, we look back. Our own nostalgia.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know?
Yeah.
$2 Chuck. The old $2 Chuck.
That could be interesting. Yeah, no, good idea. So anyway, back to Green Bay Packers at Chicago Bears. I managed to watch a little bit of it myself at work in between doing other stuff. It was a snooze fest, though. 10-3 victory to the Packers. The things that I wrote down, G, and I know you've watched little snippets.
I've watched 10-minute highlight reel, and as I said to you, AJ, before we started, when they're showing 2-yard runs for a first down in the highlight reel, yeah, it's not going to be the best.
Be
highlight
warned.
reel. Yeah.
Yep. I wrote, Trubisky looked awful. He really did. And there were two things in particular that I thought were notable examples of that, 2 delays of game. And there were times when he got flushed out of the pocket and he looked lost, and you could see, and they'd show shots down the field and there were people open and he was just like, I don't know, not in sync at all. I wrote down there's a running back by committee in Chicago, which is not good for Tariq Cohen owners like myself.
He was never going to be like a standalone running back.
No. And he did catch maybe 8 balls or something. So that's
Happy days.
I don't think he got a single actual carry, but
He probably did it better than any other wide receiver on the field.
Probably did.
Except Allen Robinson.
David Montgomery looked good. I don't think he was used enough, but then again, the game script probably was against it. Mike Davis got some snaps. The Packers took a quarter to warm up. They were terrible for the first quarter. And even then, they were inconsistent. And I don't know, is it Matt LaFleur and getting to grips with the new playbook? But then also, I had this thought, and I tweeted out something along these lines, G, but with so many starters not playing in the preseason, this didn't feel like the start of the regular season. This was almost like a preseason game.
Trying to gel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a preseason game with all the starters. Like, Aaron Rodgers was clearly not in sync at all.
I'll give you one thing, though. From what I saw, he will throw the ball up. Especially did it to Jimmy Graham a few times.
He did.
I will just throw it up and I will trust Jimmy Graham to go up and get the ball. And if he doesn't get the ball, he's going to knock it down.
Yes. Yeah. No, fair call. Aaron Jones is still disrespected. Jamal Williams was getting lots of carries. I think they were about equal, though, but... And Aaron Jones did come good with some carries, but they just weren't being used a lot. And certainly Aaron Jones is not.
What's he like as a pass blocker? I'm going to have to go watch the game. I'm going to have a look at that because I know that Aaron Rodgers trusts Jamal Williams a hell of a lot more than anybody else in the backfield to block for him.
I think Jamal Williams is better. Pass blocking.
He's okay.
Yeah,
maybe that's why. I have no idea. I haven't seen the game to go and have a look at how the offensive line worked.
Yep. And I mean, it was quite a defensive game. There were 10 sacks in the game. G. So how many do you think to Khalil Mack? None. 2 to Leonard Floyd, your boy.
Oh, no, I didn't start him either. I asked some advice. I asked someone that I trust, and
who did you ask?
If looks good kill, mate. If looks good kill.
I wouldn't have said start him weak. Well, I think he's going to have a good year. but I wouldn't have said to start him this week, just because you've got to see what happens.
It's my own fault because I actually made the case to you.
Yeah, you did.
Why you should start.
Maybe just go with your gut.
I should.
Yeah, but anyway,
Shouldn't
start him
listen
next
to you at
week.
all.
Start him next week, but he won't get 2 sacks next
He won't
week.
get 2 sacks. What do you have? 5 tackles, 2 sacks.
But Khalil Mack helps his case because everybody is going to double team.
Mm-hmm.
Every team's going to double team Khalil Mack. Anyway, it was a complete snooze fest. Totally forgettable. I'm just hoping that.
Green Bay's D looked good as well from what I saw.
Yeah, but the Bears D look
Yeah.
better. But still, 10-3. I mean, you can't score 3 points. You're not going to win scoring 3 points. Doesn't matter how good your defense is.
Ask the Rams.
Precisely. In other news, G, let's do the easy one first. Zeke got paid.
Yes.
6 years, 90 million buckaroonies. Jerry,
He's never going to see 90 million.
no, but Jerry Jones is always going to come through. I feel it was going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I felt
Well, mate,
pretty confident.
Mate, I drafted him everywhere I had the opportunity where he fell. Mate, I picked him up.
Absolutely, felt pretty confident.
So I'm pretty happy with myself at the moment.
Yep, and I guess the only question for people is Zeke owners, that is how many carries is he going to get week 1? You play him anyway.
And all the people that went out and picked up Pollard.
Ba-bow. Including myself. Well, no, only in the redraft Melbourne League. Whatever. Now, the big... This guy just loves being in the news. So AB was suspended for conduct detrimental to the team.
I'm telling you, mate, he's never been the same after the perfect hit.
Oh, there you go, maybe. Now, he did such a stupid thing. I mean, he tweeted out... You told me I hadn't seen this news when he tweeted out the letter that he got from Mike Mayock, the fine.
Mm-hmm.
And he tweeted that out. Now, or on Instagram, whatever. But as a GM, that would piss you
Instagram,
off.
that's what the kids are using these days.
Yeah,
isn't
they
And
do.
he's acting like one.
He is, totally. And it's like, what a childish thing. So inside the organisation, there's a communication. And what you decide to do is you just, like, tell everybody, leak it to the world. Which, as you said, it's like a petulant child.
I've heard people, like, discuss it. A lot of people are going him, and mate, rightly so, too. But there's people sort of saying, well, you know, what do you expect Mike Mayock? You give him this, and you know what he's like, and he's going to put it out. Well, mate, just grow up. You know, like, you play a man's sport. Like, you play a serious man's... Be a man.
Yep. Absolutely.
Like, why put this crap... Like, the crap he's been going on, it's just like a petulant child, like, not getting your own way about, you know, the helmet thing and now this, and mate, it's just... But then again, you got to blame the Raiders too. You knew what you're walking into. Like, mate, you've been... Like, everybody knows what he's like. The NFL inside would know a hell of a lot more about it than, you know, the average Joe Blow.
Absolutely.
So they know what he's like.
Yep.
They would have known all the crap that was going on in Pittsburgh behind closed doors, more than likely. Mate, you reap what you sow. And this is what John Gruden and Mayock are sowing.
Yes, and...
I didn't think Khalil Mack didn't carry on like this, did he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all. And, you know, as you said,
I want to change the culture of my football team. Let's bring in winners.
And actually, it's funny. Someone on Twitter was saying how Mike Mayock has been really high on bringing in character guys. It's only Gruden who's kind of insisted on people like Burfict, Incognito, AB. So you bring these malcontents into the building, and I actually think it's because John Gruden I think he believes that he can turn anyone around.
That's the whole thing about Nathan Peterman, isn't it? That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true.
I believe
he can turn him into something.
Yeah, I believe. No, but I think it's a behaviour thing as well. I think he can. He's like, I can tame any wild horse.
Okay.
You know.
Yep.
So bring him to me because I'm the guru and I can do it. So I feel like he's in that mindset. But what he really should have done, like if this wasn't a $30 million question, then I think what would have happened, and if this wasn't AB, I think what would have happened is this guy would have been out the door a month ago.
Oh, without a doubt.
What if this was an undrafted free agent?
Mate, there's always been 2 sets of rules.
Yes. Like,
This to say that about, was it in the Dallas days, Troy Aikman would, I don't know if this is correct, didn't he used to like nod off?
Oh, in meetings?
Yeah, in meetings.
Yeah, I believe so.
And he was allowed to.
Yep.
Because, mate, he's a quarterback.
2 rules, 1 set of rules. 4.
Oh, look, you're always going to have 2 sets of rules.
In life.
Mate, there is.
In general.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair point. Well, listen, let's get on with, unless there's anything else you want to add, not at all.
No. Mate, you're in charge of the news. I'm just sitting here waiting.
Oh, that's the news. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So, new segment. Well, everything's new.
Everything's new. It's a new season.
New
things.
season, new segment.
Try and change it up a little bit.
Yeah. So, we kind of pitched this at each other, in the same way.
Yes. No. We pitched the same idea in different ways.
Yeah, but it's basically the same idea.
It's the same idea.
Yeah. And it's kind of, I was
But that's
thinking.
not you, that's me. That's my lack of understanding.
Oh.
My lack of knowledge, lack of intelligence, that you pitched it to me, and then I came back to you a couple of days later. Hey, AJ, I got this idea.
It's like one of those cartoons.
Yeah, what do you think of this idea?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I was pitching to you the other day?
I think we should go around the back. No, that's stupid. I think we should go around the back. Anyway, so this is kind of like, and I did pitch this. I don't know if you like my name or the theme, but we might work on that. I was thinking the replacements,
Okay.
like Keanu O'Neill,
Okay.
right?
Oh, whoa. Which one?
Keanu O'Neill, I said.
Which one?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Which one?
Keanu O'Neill.
Which one are we doing first? We're not doing this one first?
What's that one?
Is that the one? The team?
Oh, man, I didn't do my rookie team. You'll just have to do
How
your
did
rookie
you-
team.
This is what I was talking about that we had the same idea for, wasn't it?
No, the replacements
Okay,
is...
the replacements. Okay.
So, here's the pitch. It is basically start and sit, but I don't want to undersell it as start and sit.
And look, for
It's
people
more
that do listen, we do
sophisticated.
actually correspond
Yeah,
and talk about what we're going to do. And I told you about this and
Yeah,
how
I
it's
know.
going to be a 17-week thing.
Yes, I realise that, but I forgot. But I did the start and sit. That's different.
But I've done that as well.
I know. Sorry. Well, you just have to fly the flag on the rookies. I'll chime in.
Okay, you can chime in.
I'll chime in.
You could honestly, you could probably do it this week
Yeah, I probably can.
from your phone,
Yeah, no, I can. So listen, here's the idea with the replacements.
working with amateurs.
It is start and sit, but we want to plant our flag in the fact that we never go, oh, I think you should start Paddy Mahomes this week, which some podcasts might do.
Ooh,
What?
I think I might be starting Paddy Mahomes.
Of course you are, but not on the list.
I'm not
right?
on the list, no.
No, because then what we said is, let's take, say for quarterback, right, the top 12 players, take them out. So you've got to pick
No.
Replacement.
We put the 12 to one side.
to one side. Okay, that's better. And we're looking for a replacement. So the 12 are not available. Who are you going to pick that's outside the top 12? And who you're going to kick out of the top 12?
Exactly. You have to take one of the top 12 out
Yes.
and replace it with
Him. Replace him.
Replace him with someone outside the top 12.
Yes, correct.
Now, for running backs, because we're gonna do this like it's a roster, so we have one starting quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end. So that's how we're doing it.
Correct.
So so we have 2. So for running backs, we have 24 players, the top 24.
Yes.
Wide receivers, I actually went the top 36 because I thought we'd probably throw one of those in as a flex option.
Oh, I see. I understand. Yeah. I just went top 36.
And then a tight end. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we do the same with the 12 for tight end. And, mate, that's a struggle. There's not that many good tight ends. So to take 12 away from us straight away, pretty much.
Is, yes,
Exactly.
challenging.
It is.
But
all right.
tight end is always challenging. So quarterback.
Quarterbacks.
Shall I read off the 12 that are in the top 12?
Okay, we'll just do it for quarterbacks because we're not going to read out 36 wide receivers.
No. We'll just do it for quarterback.
Okay.
Mahomes, Watson, Rodgers.
Okay, now we should say firstly that this is based on the Fantasy Pros.
Oh, yeah.
This is the pre-season rankings.
Yes.
So after next week, each week they do a week 2 rankings, right?
Yep.
So next week we'll start from the week 2 rankings. So we'll take the 12, what they believe are the top 12 quarterbacks and running backs and wide receivers, etc.
Yep. Correct.
And we'll take them from that. So the list will always be changing depending on how someone is playing. Because we
Yes.
don't want to be taking it from the same 12 every week. That's
No.
as boring as all get out.
Correct. Right. So, good explanation.
I hope that did that come out all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Came out very good. Let me just ask the people that are watching live.
You got to be quicker on the button.
I know. So listen, this is going to be on YouTube, and we want to do that. That's better
we've got a
anyway.
clock.
But we don't. Oh,
Let's keep it under an hour, can we, please?
we do. You can see the clock there. Yes, on our screen. So yeah, we'll aim for an hour. So
Hence why I pointed at the clock.
yeah. So top 12: Mahomes, Watson, Rodgers, Mayfield, Ryan, Wentz, Newton, Wilson, Goff, Winston, Breeze, and Jackson.
Breeze, Winston, Jackson. Murray. No, Jackson.
What?
No.
Did you-
Yes. No, you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yes. Number 12 is Murray.
Not on this list because
Yes,
I
it
took
is
from the.
on my list.
Doesn't
And
matter.
look who's number 13.
Oh, I see why. Okay, it doesn't matter then. Oh, then yeah. Okay, good. That's fine. Well, fine. So my replacement here. Do I have to say who I'm replacing?
Okay. Yes, you have to say who you are taking out
Yep.
and who you're replacing for that quarterback. So,
I am taking
because
out.
the reason we did this is because you start 12 quarterbacks in the 12 quarterback league.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct. So I'm taking out Cam Newton. Oof. Yeah. Well, you got to take out
Damn.
one of the top 12.
Yeah, I know, but
Right.
Okay.
Now he's over the foot injury. We are expecting him to be all systems go. That's fine. But he's up against the Rams D this week. Features a very handy player by the name of Aaron Donald, for one.
yeah,
Very strong secondary.
not as good as they were last year.
No, true. The Rams finished third in forced turnovers in 2018, but they were just 23rd against the run. So I think that the Panthers are probably going to try and go run heavy, right? It means a big dose of CMC. Cam will be okay. I'm just saying I don't think he's up for a big outing. I think
Okay.
it's going to be a run fest as the key to victory for Carolina.
Okay. So
All right.
he's out. You have to replace him with someone outside the 12.
Correct. So I'm replacing him with someone better. Mr. Dak Prescott. Ooh. Yeah. Now Zeke's back in the house. And Dak's got some new friends. He's got Randall Cobb. Actually, maybe not that many new friends. Jason Witten, old friend, comes back. He's got Amari Cooper for a full year.
Can we call
He's got... Who's the other dude I'm thinking of?
Michael Gallup?
Michael Gallup, a surging, a ready-to-break out Michael Gallup. And the Giants'
after that,
secondary...
just a bunch of slappies.
Oh, yes, I know, but I'm just
Okay.
conveniently ignoring that.
Okay.
And the Giants' secondary is a complete mess, except Landon Collins in the back. Oh, hang on. Okay, complete mess. Sorry, that was attempted humour. Because, why would you trade someone or why would you let Landon Collins out of your building? I don't understand that. But yeah, Dak Prescott.
Tanking for Tua.
No, well, them as well. How many teams are tanking for Tua? Okay, so Dak, what do you reckon? You like it?
Not bad. It's fine. Yeah.
Nice. Gee,
He'll get your points with his legs.
he will too. Yeah.
I think he's every year he's pretty much running about 4 TDs.
Yes.
On average each year. So
Correct.
Yeah, no. Probably have one of those this week. Okay, so I'm going to take out of my lineup the number 5 quarterback according to Fantasy Pros, and that is Matty Ryan.
Ooh.
Playing against Minnesota this
Okay.
week. The Vikings only allowed 15 TDs in 2018 to quarterbacks.
That's impressive.
That is very
Wow.
impressive. Very impressive. So I suppose the things you got going for, we got the new and the old. We got the Welcome Back Cotter. Have we got the Welcome Back Cotter music going there?
I don't.
Okay. So
I've got this.
yeah, no, there's not going to be too much love, I don't think, for Matty Ryan this week. So, mate, the O-line to me, if you look at pre-season, and I know it's only pre-season, got the couple of rookies on the front line there, but they look shaky at best in pre-season when they were together. It was a little bit concerning. Matt Ryan got sacked far too often for my liking. And look, the Vikings' D-line is pretty stacked, isn't it? Hunter, Griffin, Joseph, and then you got the blitzers. You got Barr and Kendricks coming at you. The front is pretty strong. So I'm taking out Matt Ryan this week, and I'm going to throw in the number 13 quarterback, and that's Lamar Jackson.
Very
Up
nice.
against, mate, probably the worst defense in the NFL, without a doubt. Would you agree?
Who are they playing?
Miami.
Oh, okay.
They are playing Miami.
Tank for Tua.
And if you look at it this way, mate, the Dolphins, thanks to this came from CBS Sports. I should start giving credit to people where I rip stuff off them. The Dolphins' best pass rusher is Charles Harris, who's had 3 sacks in 2 years.
Yes. You are absolutely correct. Yes.
So Lamar Jackson, they might pull him at halftime because he's already racked up like like 200 yards on the ground and he's run 2 TDs in, and we'll just pull you off. And
Might just get tired.
you might just get tired from running around.
Yeah. Well, what's that saying? You might get paint poisoning.
Oh, he possibly could. He most possibly could. Okay, so that's my QB.
Very nice. Nicely done. That worked quite well, didn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it works great.
Let's go to running back then.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to read through the top 24 running backs, and besides, my list is a bit different to yours, I think.
Well, it
Even though
shouldn't
we're
be.
pulling from the same side.
I looked at the same list again today, about 2 hours ago, and it had exactly the same guys on there.
Okay, all right.
same order.
Well, let's hope this still works. But so top 24 running backs, we put them to one side. I'm going to replace out of that top 24 Derrick Henry.
Ooh, you took my guy.
Did I?
Ripped him. I've got the same guy.
Okay,
So
well,
we'll both take Derrick Henry.
all
That's
right,
fine.
we're in
That's how
synergy.
No, that's how it works.
I tell you, it was hard because I was reading this top 24 thinking, and especially, we haven't mentioned this yet, but, week one, don't get fancy. You've drafted these guys for a reason, right? Your team is your team.
Mate, nearly everybody's healthy.
Nearly everybody's healthy,
This is suspension.
apart from idiots. who's a few notable exceptions.
And someone who just wants to get paid more money and he's going to start losing it. And
Yeah. So apart from the ones that we know about, you've drafted your team for a reason. So just play them. Don't get fancy. Don't get cute. Just do
Yep.
that precise thing. And so, but anyway, having said that, I'm now saying Derrick Henry. So they're at Cleveland now. Tell me what the Cleveland Stadium is going to be like for kickoff 2019. G.
Mate, I can tell you right now, the Titans' offense ain't going to hear. They're going to hear a lot, but they're not going to hear any play calls. That's for sure.
Cleveland is going to be going bananas.
Yep.
They have had a whole off season of hype. They are ready now. The Tennessee offense, G. Now, I actually do like Derrick Henry this year, and I do have him on a couple of redraft teams. But we've got Marcus Mariota. Now, that doesn't help your cause because this game could get out of control.
Well, if Derrick
Super
Henry
fast.
could actually catch passes out of the backfield, Mariota would be his best mate because that's about the distance that Mariota throws the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's going up against a D-line which could be one of the best D-lines in the entire league of Myles Garrett, Larry Ogunjobi, Olivia Vernon on the other side, and Sheldon Richardson. Good luck
Yep.
running through that. And as I said, Mariota's not going to give you any help in the passing game, so you're in trouble. So G, you ask, who am I going to put in instead of Derrick Henry?
Because I've got Derrick Henry too, and I just think that what's going to happen is that the play script, because he's going to be playing from behind, they're going to get a couple down.
Yep.
And that's just going to wipe Henry out of, he'll get a couple of runs here and there, so you're going to hope that he busts a couple out to get your points. But they're going to fall behind, and I don't think he's going to get like the big loads you saw that he was getting at the end of last season.
Yep, correct. Now, it'll be interesting to see who you said you're going to put in, but I said I've got two, but it's really one.
You can only put in one.
Well, it's really one. Depends which one you want. You can pick. Toss a
Dr.
coin.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, same person.
Yeah,
Just two
Austin
different
Eckler,
personalities.
Justin Jackson, I said.
Well, you can't. No, you got to pick one.
All right, I'll pick Austin Eckler then.
Okay.
Now,
Probably a
Jackson,
safe bet.
Jackson's going to get the goal line work. Eckler is going to see more work in the passing game. You're tossing a coin. And, I really do feel, and as a Charger fan, Melvin Gordon holdout hurts. I like the guy. But I feel like Eckler and Jackson is like basically 90% Melvin Gordon anyway.
Ooh, okay.
Which might be a big call. You put those two guys together, G.
Okay.
Right? Their skill set together. I mean individually, but together, Austin Eckler is good.
Well, let's face it, Melvin Gordon didn't have the biggest yards per carry.
No, exactly.
It's just based on volume.
If anything, he may be a little bit overrated.
Well, you should know. You're a rate.
No.
Notice.
Careful. But anyway, who did you have?
I'm going to throw in Tevin Coleman.
Ooh, is he the starter?
Well, I believe. Well, who knows? But it's not usually the coaches, or it's usually someone in the head office that that people probably just saw you do that with that beer.
Yeah, no, but I was just about to spill it all over myself.
That's disgusting.
I know that was disgusting.
Yeah, so no, look, I'm not too worried about them saying that Brody's the starter. Look, Jimmy G loves throwing to his running backs, and Tevin Coleman's is that guy, mate. Shanahan they drafted him when he was there. He brought him across. He knows how to use him. He knows how to get him in space. This could be a high-scoring game. So once again, that works well for Tevin Coleman. I think they're going to both have aggressive offenses. You know, let's hope. We have no idea, do we, at the moment?
It's a bit of an unknown.
It is.
Sure.
And let's look at that Tampa Bay released, All-Pro Gerald McCoy. He's gone.
Yes.
No JPP. He's not on the line either.
Yep.
And both of those guys tallied for 38 sacks last year. So that just weakens the whole Tampa Bay, defensive line.
Yes.
So helping out, the running backs, especially someone like Coleman who doesn't turn corners all that quickly. Straight line, dynamic, absolutely dynamic. But but I'm throwing in Tevin Coleman. I just think he'll get it on, just splash plays. He's gonna rack a few up, I reckon.
All right. Listen, just keep talking for a minute, G. Why don't you talk about wide receiver? Cause,
no, we're going to go out of the running backs. It's got 2 running backs. Didn't you do 2?
I did not. No.
We got to do 2, AJ. We start 2. Okay, so our other running back. I'm going to take out the number 19 running back, and that is Josh Jacobs. No Antonio Brown. Well, people might say, well, that helps the run game. But if you have no deep threat, the safeties aren't going to, there's no reason for them to creep back at all, is there? So the box is going to be stacked. I don't think, DBs and are too concerned with Derek Carr at the moment. He's not Rodgers, he's not Luck. So, as I said, good luck with stacked boxes there for Josh Jacobs. And the Bronco D, mate, they look like the back. They could have a very good year this year, the Bronco D. And there's no going to the corner either, Josh. I used to do that a little bit back in college. Mate, when you got guys like Bradley Chubb on one side and Von Miller on the other, it could be a very hard day for the Raiders all round, mate. So, out goes Josh Jacobs. In his place, I'm going to skip a whole 12 spots.
Ooh.
Latavius Murray.
Ooh, that's nice.
Mate, no matter what people say about Murray, mate, the dude can rack up yards. Okay, he's got that upright running style, but there's been plenty of running backs that have that. Mate, they've been very good running backs. Mate, they're at home. They're playing against a depleted Texas line now with Clowney gone. Now, to throw up a bit of a comparison, you look at what Mark Ingram now. Mark Ingram, he missed the first 4 games last year. 12 games, had 138 carries, 645 yards and 6 TDs and 21 receptions in those 12 games. Now, if you average that out on a 16-game pace, that's 193 carries. He had almost 200 carries. Averaged 13.8 carries per game on a 12-game average. So if you give those, mate, 14 carries a game is great. I think Latavius Murray, behind this offensive line that they've been working on for the last couple of years, when you have Breeze as your quarterback, you have Thomas, you have Kamara, you have Sean Payton calling plays. I don't see, and everybody would go out and pick up Mark Ingram. I don't see how Latavius Murray's, there's too much of a downgrade. Actually, he's probably quicker. Well, he is quicker than Mark Ingram. So that's my out is Josh Jacobs. In is my Latavius Murray. AJ.
Very good.
Seemed that you didn't do what we spoke about.
No, I didn't do 2.
Did you do 2 wide receivers?
No, I just did 1.
Okay, go.
All right. So, wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay.
Go, give me your wide receiver.
All right. Top 36 wide receivers now. Obviously, not going to read through the whole list of wide receivers, but top 36 wide receivers.
Who's the last wide receivers on the... Who's number 36?
On my list?
Yes.
Marvin Jones.
Okay.
Is he yours?
I have no idea. Well, I didn't bring the list with me.
Okay.
I just picked my players from the list.
All right, no worries. So, top 36.
I'm doing this properly.
Yeah, you are. Oh, well, look, it's first week. We're just getting into sync. We're working stuff out.
Okay.
As we go.
With the Bears offense.
Yes, correct. With the Bears offense. And the Packers offense. They weren't too good either in spots. So, anyway, I took out... Now, he was... Hang on, where is he? Oh, forget it. I can't find... 32. He's at number 32, so he's close to the bottom, I guess. But Curtis Samuel I took out.
You took out the last guy.
No, I didn't. 36 is the last guy.
32. Close
Now,
enough.
Curtis Samuel...
I actually went lower than that.
Oh, did you? Curtis Samuel, he had 39 receptions for 494 yards last year. He did actually have 5 touchdowns, and he did get 2 more scores on 8 carries for 84 yards. Now, he is going to take a step this year, but I did actually replace Cam Newton, so I do actually think this is in sync with my whole thinking about how I think that the Panthers are going to go run heavy in this game. Partly because of the Rams' secondary and the Rams' D. You've got Marcus Peters, Aqib Talib, in the back, John Johnson. So I think that it's going to be a bit of a down week for players such as Curtis Samuel.
Okay. So who'd you put in his place?
And
Who'd you bring into the top 36?
I'm bringing in Sterling Shepard. Now, the Giants are at Dallas. So here's a quick quiz question for you, G. Tell me the names of 3 starting wide receivers for the Giants this week.
Sterling Shepard.
Yes. I need my... Oh, not quick enough. I'm not quick enough on the soundboard.
Mate, that's a good question.
Yeah. See, there you go. So you're like better 5 minutes late than never.
People can get sick of that. I can tell you pretty quick. You better start adding to that little board you've got there.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to overuse it.
I would have said Reggie White Jr., but he didn't make
No.
he's on the. I think he was on the practice squad.
I think Cody Latimer, maybe.
Cody Latimer, yes.
It's not Darius Slayton. I mean, I have trouble even thinking of who it is myself. But anyway, so Sterling Shepard does have a connection with Eli. There's not really anyone else competing for targets. Evan Ingram's probably the number 1 target, which is fair. It's going to be a volume play. So there's no problem there. And also in the top 36, I thought it was worth mentioning that
Could be a PPR hog this week.
Could be. AB is in the top 36. I thought that was low-hanging fruit. Well, obviously he's not playing.
No, yeah.
So that's stupid.
Yep.
And then Robbie Anderson also, I don't think is playing, and I
Yes,
took
he
him.
is.
Is he?
Yeah, he'll be ready for week 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, Gay said he's ready for week 1.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
gee, who did you have?
I had Robbie Anderson.
Oh, you did.
No, he's right. I actually did, so because I made that joke, but I do actually have. He was my second one. I had Robbie Anderson. And look, Gase did say that he'll suit up. He's had limited practice with that calf injury, but mate, he's going up against Tredavious. How do you pronounce his name?
What?
Tredavious
White?
Thank you. Maybe if I should have been closer together.
We're going live.
I don't care. I couldn't care less. People know that I can't speak English. I had more luck speaking to Germans with English than I do speaking to English people with English.
Australians.
I actually asked them, do they have, when you go and get when you walk around a museum or a castle, they give you, have you ever, and you take the walkie-talkie thing and like the recorder
Yes.
and you put it on, where you're walking around?
Yeah.
I actually asked them, do they have one in Australia? They just looked at me really weird.
That's funny.
But anyway, he's the Bills' best corner, and he's going to shadow Robbie Anderson the whole game. And he only allowed a 51.9% catch rate last year. And Anderson's game last season against the Bills was pretty good that he played. He had 4 catches, 76 yards, and 1 TD, but White wasn't covering him when he scored the TD last season. So, so out is Robbie Anderson. In at number 47, which is a whole 19 spots down below Robbie Anderson. I'm replacing him with Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, nice.
Showing up in pre-season.
Yeah.
Looks totally over the torn Achilles. He's, 53 years old, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the healthiest he's ever going to be. First game of the season. I just think Flacco's already shown a propensity to sort of look a lot his way. He's going to be the chain mover, I think, for the Broncos, and he's got an excellent matchup this week against a pretty ordinary secondary.
Yes.
So there you go. My out is Robbie Anderson. My in is Emmanuel Sanders.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, my second one.
Yeah, give the second one.
Too.
Yeah, I didn't
Seeing
do
this
two.
is a lineup that we're meant to be doing,
Yep.
and we were going to actually keep the scores. Like
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, mine's completely screwed.
you are. Yeah. So my second one is out. Is the number 34. So I have a bit lower than yours at 32, and that is Christian Kirk.
Yes.
Look, it could be, and I read somewhere, which is a very fair comment, it could be lightning in a bottle this week, but we have absolutely no idea about the Kingsbury offense. He says it's a new style that's never been done in the NFL, so it's going to work. But I don't know how you come up with that logic. too many question marks at the O-lines. Oh, we actually know the O-line's crap. Too many question marks at QB. Too many question marks about the whole offence. It could hit. Yes, he could.
Yes.
Don't know. But I'm not willing to take that chance, not in the first week anyway. And I'd rather replace him with someone who's probably this week seen this as the pre-season sort of rankings. He's probably not in there now, and he's not going to be in there next week. That's at number 38, and that is Josh Gordon. I took that one, seen that one there. Mate, as I said with the whole the Kingsbury offence, mate, you give me the talent, his talent, give me his coach in Belichick, give me his QB in Brady. They're at home. I'm going to take all that and run with him over Christian Kirk every day of the week, always. No matter what Kirk does this week.
Lovely. Now, do you want to... I'm just going to post up a link where people can join us.
Okay.
Now, do you want to start talking about tight ends while I do that?
So tight ends out this week, which is a bit hard because I have to start him in a fair few leagues, and that is David Njoku at number 9. Heaps of mouths to feed, obviously. He's just talking about the joint is going to be absolutely rocking. The good thing about Baker Mayfield, I think, is he doesn't have eyes just for one person, so that may work in Njoku's favour. But at the moment, even Rashad Higgins is looking like a very reliable target for Baker. And Baker seems to have a bit of an eye for Higgins at the moment, so that's a bit of a worry for Njoku. Seeing you have Beckham there. Who else do we have there?
Oh, who else do you have there?
Landry.
You've got Chubb.
You've got Chubb coming out of the backfield. Yeah. So, look, there is a lot of mouths to feed. And at the moment, do we know if it's all going to work?
Well,
Game
no.
time.
No.
We don't.
And it could be a bit like, it could be a little bit like this game where we saw the Packers just look horrible. It could splutter. It could be just a little bit of, week one nerves.
Crowd.
High expectations.
It's going to be like a playoff game for them, the atmosphere.
Yes.
And in the rookie, TJ Hawkinson.
Ooh.
Ranked number 21 amongst tight ends. Mate, and his viewing so far has been fantastic.
Yes.
And I think he's going against a poor D at the Cardinals. But I grant them, last year they had like the worst run defence, but the passing defence was actually like in the top 5. But I don't think they've actually improved that, have they, AJ? You're our IDP guy. How's the Cardinal secondary looking?
Jury's out a little bit.
Jury's out a bit? Okay.
Dunno.
So I reckon with the whole Hawkinson, I think Matt Stafford knows how to find his tight end. I actually looked up Ebron's numbers.
Doesn't he just reach around?
That's exactly right. He knows what he has in the talent that he has at tight end. I looked at Ebron's numbers. Mate, Ebron's numbers there were ordinary at best.
Yes.
In the time he was there. But I think they worked out pretty quick, and I think Matt Stafford worked out pretty quick that this guy ain't that great. Ain't that good.
Yep.
But I think he's going to have. I think he knows that he's got the talent in Hawkinson here. So look, I'm gonna do that one. I'm going to take Hawkinson in, Njoku out.
Okay, very good. I'm going to take out Vance McDonald, who on my list is at number 8. I'm mostly pretty sceptical about the Steelers' offense at this stage, but then also the Steelers are playing in New England, so it's not the easiest place to play. And tight end, you know what tight end is like. It's like if you've got Vance McDonald, you're playing him. Like, you're not listening to this.
No, hell no.
Because tight end is just all over the joint. But I said the replacement for Vance McDonald should be Kyle Rudolph. Now, Kyle Rudolph's not great. But what he does have, he's got a very high floor but a low ceiling. He's going to get you a number of points. And look, you've got a coin toss that he might sneak into the end zone as well. As you do with every tight end, kind of, don't you? It's like you could almost play any tight end. If they get in the end zone, boom.
The Bang Brothers are back though, mate.
The what?
The Bang Brothers.
The Bang Brothers?
Yep.
Who are the Bang Brothers?
Neil Jones.
Oh, yes, they are. I know. But you know what? I know the Bang Brothers are back, but, the Falcon linebackers are a little suspect. I do like, help me out, in the middle, next to Deion Jones. Yes, Devondre Campbell is pretty good. But
stepped up this year, made him a captain of the defence.
Yeah.
One of
No,
the
I do
captains,
like
so-
him. Okay. And another one that's worthy of mentioning, I think, is CJ Uzomah. Partly, the Bengals are just rubbish. And they kind of lack receiving targets, and Uzomah is going to have lots of opportunity, actually, I think. And Tyler Eifert, who's kind of put together with sticky tape, duct tape, and
Is
super
he
glue.
starting?
Yeah, well, I believe so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
As much attention as I've given it, yes.
Yep.
But he's as brittle as all get out. So anything can happen.
He's not to put together with duct tape. They use that, that cheap stuff you have inside the house, the clear stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They use that on. That's what he's made out of.
Now, G,
Okay, so we have something different this year as well.
explain the segment.
Okay, so each week we're going to have a starting roster. Same format: quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and a flex. So each week is going to be a different group based on what week we're in. So I'll give you an example of what to look forward to for next week. Next week will be week 2. So we're going to have a starting lineup made up of all the number 2s on the team, the second receiver on the team, the second running back on the team.
I
To
thought
correlate with week 2.
I thought you meant
You don't listen to me.
second-year players.
No.
But these are rookies.
But this week is week 1. So,
All right.
fresh week,
Yep.
fresh meat. Rookies.
Okay, all right. Well, the theme might change as well, right?
No, the theme's not going to change. I just told you what week 2 is going to be.
Okay.
Week 3 will be a different theme.
All
Week
right.
4 will be something. Leave it with me. I'll let you know. I'm going to have to tell you more than once, obviously. I'm going to have to sit you down, look at you and do it. So I can see in your eyes they don't glaze over. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Just tell me what to wear. I'm coming to the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so week 1, this is obviously the fresh meat.
Yes.
First up, week 1 is the rookie. So we're going to make a team out of the rookies. So, quarterback.
Oh,
AJ, who's your quarterback? It's not that hard, is it?
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, mate, it's an obvious starter. It's an obvious starter.
Yes.
If we had done this further down the track, we might have been able to add maybe a Haskins and maybe probably a Daniel Jones.
Yes.
But no, we're going to go with the fresh meat in week 1. And I think, mate, just look at they're going to play spread, air raid, sandlot, fill the ball with airs, whatever cliche you can come up with to explain the ball just being hurled all around the park. Okay, so that's an obvious one. Now, running backs, there's a few. So give me your 2 running backs.
Oh, I have to pick 2?
Oh, jeez. Are you serious? I said we're going to make up a team.
Okay, Devin Singletary.
Okay.
And I probably can't pick David Montgomery now. Well, give me Miles
No.
Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Yep.
And Devin Singletary.
Correct.
I like it. Any reason?
They're good?
They're good. Not the fact that there's no McCoy.
Correct. Well, yes.
Frank Gore's just, he's, I don't know how, Frank Gore, bloody hell.
Well, actually, I was going to say I've really gone for the best opportunity, but actually Josh Jacobs might have a better opportunity. He's probably the other option.
I think Sean McDermott will give him every opportunity.
Yeah, I
this
agree.
week in Singletary too.
I agree.
Yeah, and he was mine as well, and my other running back was Josh Jacobs. Yeah, he's just a starting running back for the Raiders.
Yes.
Even though I took him out, still as far as the rookies go, he's got the best opportunity because he'll be starting. He'll get first dibs.
Yeah.
Okay, so wide receiver. Give me one of your wide receivers.
You go first.
Okay. Ooh, wide receiver. I'm gonna put my boy in there. I don't like his quarterback. I don't like the situation. The team sucks. The offense sucks. The defense sucks.
Oh, you're going to put him in?
Yeah, I'm going to put him in.
How far down the depth chart is he, though?
Sorry?
Isn't he a little ways down the depth chart?
Who? Preston?
Yes.
Well, who else is starting?
Well, see, I might go with Terry McLaurin.
Oh, you can have Terry McLaurin. I'm going Preston Williams. I think you got... Mate, we all know what's on the other side of him, don't we?
Yes. I think it's called Sweet FA.
Exactly. That's exactly his name.
That's his nickname.
And, mate, and now with the team tanking, do you think he's really going to put in this year? Is this going to be his year? Mate, you know what'll bloody happen? He'll explode this year.
Yeah.
He'll screw it up for him. He'll win him a couple of games. Won't he?
Yes.
Bloody Devontae Parker.
Yeah.
That'd be thing. We should have got rid of him years ago. Now look what he's done. His best year and he's screwed us over again. There goes Tua.
Oh, man.
Anyway, yeah, so I got Preston Williams at the Dolphins. Look, the underneath is all covered there. And Devontae Parker, like, I just got question marks. Kenny Stills is gone. Obviously, he's gone to the Texans. And we know that Fitzmagic, mate, he can have like a 3-game, when he first comes on, 3 games he'll give us that'll be sensational.
Yes.
Until he turns into the pumpkin.
Yeah, well, that's right.
My other wide receiver is Mecole Hardman.
Oh, nice.
I just think Andy Reid will work a way to give him a few catches in this game, maybe 3. Mate, 3 he might only need 1 with that speed.
Yep.
And I think, mate, look who you've got. You got to worry about Sammy Watkins. They might go 4 receivers, put Mecole Hardman out there, and say, how do you cover? Well, who would you cover? You got to cover Kelsey. You got to cover Watkins. Cover Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
You got Damien Williams. If he gets the gig coming out of the backfield, I should say 3 wide receivers and 1 tight end. I just think he'll find a way, old Andy Reid, to get him open, and I reckon give him a couple of chances, and he's going to take one to the house.
Yes.
All right. So our flex. A flex can be anything, AJ. It can be a running back, tight end, or a wide receiver. What are you going to give me?
I'll give you... Well, I didn't use Josh Jacobs before. I could use him now, can't I? But Hawkinson. I'll go TJ Hawkinson.
As your flex.
Oh, what about tight end?
Yeah, we'll get to tight end.
All right. No, I'll go Jacobs then.
You can go Jacobs.
Yeah.
Okay. My flex, I'm going to go Justice Hill.
Oh, nice. That is very nice.
Yeah, I just think the Dolphins' offense is not going to be on the field for too long.
Yep.
So I think Lamar Jackson is going to set up because of his ability to run. Put Justice Hill on the field. You could put him out there with Mark Ingram as well, and the speed that Justice Hill has could easily, as with Mecole Hardman, he just needs that one or 2. And he's going to take 1 to the house. So I put Justin Hill as my flex. So tight end, we both have the same. We both
Hawkinson.
have TJ Hawkinson, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I voted him off Offensive Rookie of the Year. So
now, before we go on to the waiver wire segment,
yep.
We do have Big Zacko on the line. Should we put him on?
Yeah, please.
Let's
live, like he's actually going to talk.
Yeah, he's live.
Hey,
g'day, fellas.
How you doing?
Oh, watching Star Wars.
Oh, very good.
Which one? The original?
Which one?
First?
Yeah, number 4.
Oh, yeah, the original and the best. Very good. Very good.
That's right.
How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate.
How come you're watching that?
Eh?
How come? Is it on TV or you just slipped a...
No, DVD.
Do people still use DVDs?
Oh, we do.
That's awesome.
We can't stream too much, mate. With 3 boys running the stream, there's not much room left for us.
Yeah, no, granted. No, I have the same problem. Those PlayStations take a fair bit of your data out.
Yeah.
So did you watch the Packers and Bears?
Oh, I caught a little bit, mate. I was working today. It's, as were you guys probably, were you?
Yeah. I sneaky sort of caught some of it.
One of us is a teacher, so you know what teachers are like.
Yeah, they watched the whole thing.
Yeah, he did watch the whole
just about. But it was a snooze fest. It was terrible.
Oh, yeah. I watched a bit of it. But saying I watched about a bit of the second quarter.
Yeah, it kind of felt like a preseason game. I said earlier that it just, they were rusty as all get out. Rodgers was, man, the first quarter especially, they were terrible. But Trubisky looked awful.
Yeah, he's awful.
Yeah.
I was just following it on my phone just through the scores, not actually seeing the game. And I actually thought someone must have turned the lights out because there was just no scoring. I thought something's gone wrong.
There wasn't much going on.
No, not at all. So you got a question for us or statement?
Yeah. When's the Matty Ice Julio touchdown show start?
Yeah. He's getting in early.
When's it start? I'd like to think it starts this weekend. I have Julio going for 1,500 plus yards, and I'd say he's gonna have his season high or career high touchdowns. I think he could go. Well, I'm hoping for. What did I say, AG, in our show? I think I said about 13, 14.
Yeah, you did, I think. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'd need to start this weekend because I think we've got a pretty tough matchup against the Vikings this weekend.
Yeah.
On paper, it's it is on paper a little bit, but I mean the Falcons are red hot. I've been on them for about 3 years now.
Good man. Good man.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I think Matty Ice is always underrated, incredibly underrated. Devonta Freeman.
Yeah, Devontae Freeman back.
Back. Well, let's hope he's back. Julio. I mean,
Calvin
Sanu,
Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. Oh, man.
Did you see, I don't know, Zaka, did you see there's someone put on Twitter about Mohamed Sanu catching footballs? No gloves, just with his hand.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Didn't drop
What,
one.
they thought, mate, they've worn no gloves for 30 years, 40, 50 years, 100 years.
Exactly. But those gloves are so sticky, and you see all these guys catching all the balls with the glove. Now,
Yeah.
go and see someone catching it without gloves these days in the NFL, and it's quite... Does anybody actually play without gloves? There is a question. I don't think I can... There's not one receiver, tight end, anybody
can't
in the
think of
passing
one.
game that actually plays without wearing a pair of those gloves.
Antonio Brown plays without a helmet.
Yeah. Well,
Mate,
he plays without a brain as well.
yeah, he does. He does. Unbelievable. We should let you get back, mate. Thanks for calling in. Get back to Star Wars. What part's it up to?
Oh, they only just hit the Death Star, mate.
Oh, okay.
About the rescue.
The first time?
They're probably in the crash compactor.
Yeah.
So you're a Star Wars, not a Trekkie?
Nah, yeah, Star Wars, mate.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what you see the is it the Disney's coming out? The Disney Channel, like Netflix.
Have you seen The Mandalorian?
Yes, that's the one I'm trying to think of. Yeah.
The what?
The trailer for The Mandalorian. So it's not Boba Fett, but it's like a bounty hunter.
It might as well be Boba.
Might as well be Boba Fett, but it's a series.
I haven't.
Oh, man, it looks good.
It looks really good. Like really well. Like the special effects are just what you expect in a movie for a TV series. Unbelievable.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
It looks like it'll be good. So
looking forward to it.
yeah,
All right, mate. You get back.
Yeah, and I'll keep listening.
Okay. Thanks, brother.
good to see you. Catch you
No,
later.
bye.
See you, Big Zarko.
See ya. All right,
That was great.
awesome. So we've had a guest now.
Where's he back from him too? Like he's always putting stuff on.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
feed. It's
Always.
fantastic.
He's always trolling you about Julio every week.
That's all right.
When's Julio going to get in the end zone, G? Yeah.
Mate, I ask myself the same freaking question every week. I don't know. No, seriously, mate. I don't know what it is that a guy is just incredibly good between the 20s and then it gets down. And I've said to you this before. If he catches the ball outside the 20, he's taking it in. That's how he scores his touchdowns.
That's right. Just not
actually
inside the actual.
Yeah. Not on the painted surface. I don't know what it is. Maybe just... I think just defenses compress, don't they? Obviously,
Yeah.
And it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't have the room. Maybe. I wouldn't mind actually looking at Matty Ice's numbers, like where he scores his touchdowns from, like he throws.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Yes, I agree.
Because it's probably not. I don't think it'd be Julio. I think Julio's enough of an athlete to find space or to win a jump ball. Well, mate, we can see what he can do.
Yes.
Maybe it's Matty Ice. Matty Ice doesn't work well in a compressed field.
Yeah, maybe. So listen, shall we
Okay.
go to the next thing?
Which is
Waiver wire.
The
Oh, no,
future
I'm
market.
sorry, I messed it up. The future stock market.
the future market. That's it. Not the
Right.
stock market.
We're in the
stock.
pre-season as well, clearly.
You're in the pre-season. I've get this thing going the whole bloody hour. All right. So we've got pretty much. So what we're trying to do is not look at we're trying to get a week ahead
Yes.
of waivers. So obviously the waivers, you can still go out now and grab players and put them in your lineup. But once the week finishes, everybody goes into waivers and you have to go into a list. I don't know whether or not you do it with, you have a budget or you do it just on, the worst team gets the first pick or however it works. So there might be guys out there you can go and grab them and store them on you might have someone you sort of like you picked up during your draft, you're not really that happy with. I've done that a few times. As soon as the draft's over, I've gone and dropped someone and picked somebody else up because I just get a bit flustered or my the computer crashes. So these are guys that are available right now. These are guys that are under 50% owned.
Yes, correct.
I on the NFL side, league size, because let's face it, that's what most people play.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I used.
So, AJ, give me some guys that you think that it might be worth going picking up, just putting on your roster that could do something this week, and everybody's going to go, oh my God, I've got to go and get this guy.
I don't know if mine really fit that bill. But anyway, whatever. I'll put Nick Foles first,
Okay.
especially for the Mitch Trubisky owner.
Oh, exactly.
Mitch Trubisky owners looking around.
And even like in a 12-team league and you start one quarterback, every man dog go out and grab two at least, don't they?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Obviously, in Superflex, he's going to be owned. So,
Some pricks grab three.
Some do. Now, Nick Foles is underrated. First of all, he's only owned in 9.1% of leagues. He's accurate. Listen, these are the things that are true about Nick Foles. He's accurate and he's a pocket passer.
Okay.
Right? Now, the Jags have built their offense around him, around his skill set. And I know you're a big believer in Leonard Fournette and how much he's going to get the ball, right? That helps.
Number one RB this year.
There you go. G's big call. We've got D.D. Westbrook, we've got Marquise Lee, we've got Chris Conley, and about 1 million tight ends that they've got on their roster. And all of them are going to get a fair share of the ball. Like, I do like D.D. Westbrook, but I think that Nick Foles is just going to use a ton of receivers. He's not going to be exciting, right? But I think that especially when you look at someone like Mitch Trubisky, I think he's going to do much better. So my first one is Nick Foles.
Excellent. Any more?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Give us a couple.
No, more quarterbacks, though.
No, mate, I haven't got a quarterback in here.
Okay, running back then?
Yep, anybody, mate. Just give me anybody. Can be any position.
You don't want to have a turn?
Keep going.
Oh, thank you. All right, so Ronald Jones I put in there.
Okay.
He's only owned in 33% of leagues. Now, we don't really know who Ronald Jones is.
You can understand why he's only earned 33%.
Correct. Peyton Barber's getting the start, and we also have Dare Ogunbowale, who did really great in the preseason, and I think
His nickname
undrafted.
is
Darrow.
Just do.
Oh, that's
It's like
wonderful.
the Nike thing. Just do it.
Just do.
Just do
it. Yes.
Just do
it. And he's going to get.
Don't exaggerate the it. Exaggerate the O.
Okay.
Just do
it.
There we go.
He's going to get touches courtesy of the preseason and his performance in the preseason. But Ronald Jones has got talent. We know he does. It's just a question of, is he going to be able to turn that into NFL talent?
Exactly. So
it's a big question, and you can get him pretty cheap. So I've got him. Who else do you have?
I've got Justice Hill, who's only owned in 7.5% of leagues. And, mate, after he tears a couple off this week, people are going to be... I can't believe that he's only 7.5%.
Really?
Yeah.
That is hard to believe.
Yeah. So he's the one. Yeah, like I said, after he tears one off this week, everybody's going to be running out and grabbing him. Another one I have is Jamison Crowder, who's only 5.9%.
Oh, I like that
at the Jets. And Gase has been running a lot of schemes to get Crowder the ball. And from somewhere, I think I heard somebody say that he's actually been doing schemes to get him in the end zone when they get that end of the field.
Yep.
So Jamison Crowder would be another one. TJ Hawkinson, with a lack of tight ends...
You're kidding me.
18%.
You're joking.
I know it's the whole rookie tight end thing maybe, and that's why people are...
Are you serious? That's crazy.
Well, I think people are just waiting for tight end. They'd rather go and get the top 12 tight ends that we had on our list. But, mate, TJ Hawk, just go and grab him.
And, I think it's also something that, when you do take figures like this off NFL.com, there's a lot of players that play fantasy fairly casually and don't necessarily follow the rookies so much.
No.
And so...
Name cachet.
Yeah, so TJ Hawkinson may not be on the radar of some people. I don't know.
Granted.
I can't imagine that, but still.
Have you got anybody else?
I do.
More.
Yeah, of course I do.
More. We'll wrap this puppy up.
Yeah. Tyrell Williams, 18.3%. With AB looking like he's not going to be playing, Tyrell becomes the number one target in Oakland. Yeah?
No, agreed.
Good. I put another wide receiver in there, Kenny Stills.
That's scary, isn't it, for their offense?
It is very scary. Kenny Stills, 10.2%.
Oh, nice.
Now, this is a bit of a looking ahead, right? Because, listen, the way you want to play the waiver wire is this.
Got Will Fuller. Can't stay healthy.
Yeah. You want to look ahead.
Kiki.
It's going to save you money and also it's going to mean that you can get some guys and hit on them if you try and anticipate what might happen.
That's the whole
And if
point
you-
of this.
If you keep, if you keep a couple of spots open on your roster and you're just kind of rotating, doing a little bit of prospecting, rotating guys in,
Which is the whole point I use my bench for, is as a prospector.
right,
I'm a gold digger.
you're a gold digger. Yes,
I'm proud of it.
very good. No, it is part of it all. Now, Kenny Stills.
Just when I got married, I got a piece of coal. Not a nugget.
Is Trace watching this?
God, I hope not.
10.2%.
I'll
Now-
certainly know when I go home and all my stuff's on the front door.
Yeah, that's right. Now, as you alluded to, Will Fuller and Kiki Kuti, who we like, but they are not the healthiest guys. He's probably not going to be startable this week, but I'm saying he's a stash. And listen, if one of those guys go... Now, Kenny Stills can play out of the slot and he can play out wide.
Yep.
Either one of those roles he can step into, and if he's got someone throwing him the ball like Deshaun Watson, I think
Yes.
he's got value.
Oh, hell yes.
So Kenny Stills,
Yep, he's the second best receiver on the team.
you think?
Yeah. Better than Will Fuller?
I like Will Fuller.
No, I think he's better than Will Fuller.
I like Kuti as well.
Yeah, I think he's better than both of those.
Wow. Okay.
And I should have meant, like especially in NFL leagues now with Jamison Crowder, it's PPR now.
yes.
So he could be a PPR winner for you. I've got a couple of backup guys that I can't believe. I suppose just because, you bench, you rather get guys that are probably more towards a starting role. But Jalen Richard.
Jalen Richard.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Frenchman.
The Frenchman.
At 7.4%. Mate, in front of him is Josh Jacob, who's a rookie. And that's it. You got DeAndre Washington who's behind him.
Yes.
If Jacob goes down, Richard's straight in there. That's it. That's his job. They'll probably go, mate, I wouldn't be surprised they'll go and look for someone straight away.
And he's quietly underrated.
Yeah. So that's someone to look at. And someone who just signed a new contract with his team and is probably the most disrespected running back in the league, or overlooked, Gio. Our mate Gio.
Oh, he is too. You're right.
2.2%. And we know we can carry the load. If Joe Mixon goes down, it's hard to go and put guys on you. Are you really picking up guys at the moment if you only got 6 spots on a roster and you're putting backups there that aren't actually part of your team?
Yes.
But if you're the Joe Mixon owner, it's probably not a bad idea just to stash Gio away, because when Gio has shown that when Mixon's not there, he can get the job done as like a number one back, put up number one back numbers.
Yes.
So they're mine. So
Very
I have
good.
Justice Hill, Jamison Crowder,
Yep.
TJ Hawkinson, Jalen Richard,
Richard.
Gio Bernard.
Bernard. So I do have one more.
Please.
Jack Doyle.
I looked at Jack Doyle too, especially with Jacoby.
Yes. He's owned only in 18.4%. Now, Jacoby Brissett under centre is not good for T.Y. Hilton. Agreed?
No.
Particularly. Not good for Paris Campbell. Nope.
Why not?
Well, I mean, not as good is probably a better phrase.
Okay.
Right?
I think both of them can hit short area passes.
Oh, sure, but I mean, we're talking about Andrew Luck, so,
Yep.
I don't think it's that good for Ebron, and Ebron's fairly touchdown dependent.
Yes.
Right. Now, Jack Doyle, however, he could get more work in 2 tight end sets, and he could do a lot of work around the middle of the field.
Well, he was Jacoby's boy.
Correct. And that was also what I said right there. I said he's likely been doing a lot of work with Brissett anyway, and he did have that connection
Yes.
with Brissett. So I think Jack Doyle to round it out.
I like that. And that's it.
And that's
So
it.
they're our new segments.
Yes.
I
Correct.
like it.
They're our new segments, and we're done.
We're done.
We're pretty much
Finished.
done. Now, I must say, I have had messages while I've been doing this that people can't actually... There's people watching, but they can't post comments, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so, well, that's good to know. But we did have
you.
Zacco on, which is good. Good to put a face to a
Give me a look at the
tweet.
Give me a look at the number on your phone. I reckon one of them's my mum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, seriously?
Mate, she's very supportive.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. She subscribes and downloads each week.
She just rings me every day and she goes, I said, what's wrong, Mum? Every time she rings, I go, what's wrong? They're getting on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mum fell off a ladder the other day.
She fell off a ladder?
Yeah, little steps. You have inside your house, your little 3-foot steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. She thought she was on the last one, and I've
Yes.
done that.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And she stepped back. Mate,
Yeah.
my mum's like 77 years old.
Ooh.
Mate, she couldn't get up.
Oh.
It's like Dad. I've fallen and I can't get
Yeah.
up.
Don't laugh. It'll be us one day.
Oh, it will be too, yeah. So lucky a friend just happened to drop in to say hello. She'd been on the ground for like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, my dad's outside. He probably heard it too. Just let us lie there.
Let it happen.
Let's just, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. Right, so on that happy note.
But she rings me up all the time and she just rings me up. Just see how I'm going.
Yeah,
She's great.
lovely. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we haven't had the first week of NFL. We've had kickoff. We've had one game. This is our first.
It can only go up.
Can only go up from here. This is our first pod of the regular season, so to speak, which is awesome. Good to get into the rhythm, G.
Oh, it comes this like 17 weeks of every night watching games and... Oh.
That's right. But listen, I can save you watching the Packers-Bears one, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not going to. That's a highlight one.
There
I've
you
seen
go.
the highlights and that was hard enough sitting through 10 minutes of that.
Yep. All good. Well, listen, we're going to try and do this like this as well. So we've got the live stream going out and we've got the recording. I'm going to pump this out tonight. Don't have to edit it or anything. I'll just go boom, out it goes. And hopefully that gets stuff to people quickly, and in time for the games. Well, in time for the games and to sort of, do some damage on your waiver.
What's the clock,
hopefully.
mate? What's the clock?
1
Gone over.
hour 20.
Come on,
We
wrap
have
it up.
to do better,
Yeah.
don't we? We have to do better.
You have
anyway,
to do better.
Sounds good. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hooray for kickoff. And on behalf of G and myself, thank you for tuning in. And we will catch you next time. And I'm going to go and hit the end broadcast button. Catch you later.